So this month we are focusing on reclaiming your superpower. And today I want to talk about the difference between outcomes and behaviors. A lot of times we get really focused on we need to emulate the behaviors of other people. We look around and we go, "Oh, that person who's done really well in this area, I should do as many things as I can like them so that I can emulate their success." So, a lot of times when we're looking at somebody who's successful or who is a role model for us, we really focus on their behaviors. That can really be very stressful and very difficult because a lot of times they have different talents, different superpowers than we do. And so sometimes that continues to cause us to shrink down the parts of us that might be our superpower because we are trying so hard to force ourselves into a box of these behaviors of these people that we want to, our role models or the people that we want to emulate. What I want to encourage you to do is to take a big step back and look at outcomes instead. So, what are the outcomes that the people who you are trying to emulate, the role models you are following, what are the outcomes that they achieve that have contributed to their success? And then, what is your best path using your superpower, reclaiming who you are to those outcomes? So, let me give you an example. My easiest example here is I worked with a sales team for several years around strengths and around sales and around goal setting and all kinds of different things. And one of the things that happened regularly, there was a member of that team who had been there for a while and had been exceptionally successful as a salesperson. And almost to a one, new people would join the team and they would want to be just like her. Like, I should just follow her around and do what she does and I will be successful, right? We know we can use the StrengthsFinder assessment and other assessments like that to really understand who somebody is. And so I could show them very clearly with the assessment results, you are not this person. You do not possess the same talents that they do. But here are the outcomes. So some of her outcomes were things like how many people she talked to in a week, how many sales she made, how many different types of educational new certifications she got. There were lots and lots of outcomes. We could say, okay, how do you get to talk to 50 people a week? She may have done that through going to lots and lots of networking meetings. You might do that through calling every friend in your address book. You might do that through doing a whole bunch of one-on-ones with people. You might do that through talking to people at your kid's soccer game. Like, there are tons of different ways to get to that outcome, right? And that, like, talking to 50 people a week is an outcome on the way to greater sales outcomes, but there are lots of different ways. And so really looking at what are the outcomes rather than the behaviors I'm trying to emulate, and then being really true to yourself, reclaiming those superpowers and using the behaviors and the talents and the abilities that come more naturally to you that you can continue to develop, will contribute to your success so much faster, so much more fun than trying to emulate and be just like somebody else.